Hey everybody, how are you all today? So, I am pretty excited today. We have this Panamericano Torneo tournament that was going to have some pretty exciting action, I think. So, this tournament format is crazy. It has, here, I'll get rid of this guy for a minute. It has 30, it's 5v5, only 30 minutes long. 15 minutes of of normal prep, and then 30 minutes of war, and those first hits have to be done by the 24-minute mark. So I have brought both my iPads because there's absolutely going to be some overlap in the attacks. Hi Coffin, how are you? Good to see you here. So there is like a minute left in prep time. It's funny. I've been talking about server sync issues on my stream some lately, and if you look at my two iPads, they're literally both in the same clan, but one of them is like 3 seconds ahead of the other in terms of the war clock. So all those rules about war timing, you kind of got to give people a couple extra seconds. I am good, thanks, Coffin. So we should be only it could be less than 6 minutes from the first hit, but I did want to pop this thing back up. So this tournament is now in its second week. I'm going to make this bigger and put it over my face for a minute just so you can read it. It's in the second week of the tournament, and we are on the bottom two here. Both the Beast and OneHive lost in their first round matches. So this is the second week, and one of them gets redeemed today. Now, earlier today, Vatang and Silent Snipers had their war, and Vatang beat Silent Snipers. It was 13-10. It was pretty. It was a big win for Vatang. So we'll see which one of these two can pull off the big win in today's war. So again, it's 5v5, only 30 minutes of war. So, not a lot of time, and we're going to get some hits going on at the same time. I'll do my best to cover everything. But there's going to be some stuff happening at the same time. So I've brought both of my iPads into play so that we can see what's happening. So, that's sort of all of the background. It's OneHive and the Beast in the second week phase, of the group phase of this Pan American tournament. So it should be. I'm hoping to see some pretty crazy high level attacks here from these two clans, as one would expect from these two clans. So let's see. Let's check the music. The music all right? I don't listen to my own music. Okay, so it's bad music, but if the volume is bad or something, let me know. I can't help it that the music is bad. The music is always bad. So again, if I did scan the rules here, and I believe that each of these clans has to have their first hit started by the 26-minute mark, if I read that right. So it's pretty crazy. It could be some pretty crazy action going on here all at the same time, is my guess. And I am sitting in OneHive. They have a bunch of in-house streamers, but this must be a little bit of an awkward time because I don't think any of them had planned to. I think I might be the only one streaming this war, which I know it's an awkward time. It's a good thing that I'm a day gamer and can pop on in the middle of the day to do this stuff, I guess. And let's see who is on the board here. So playing for OneHive on the left there, I'm looking at it right now. We've got Raze and Tricky and Starvey and Peter and Madov. That is our team from OneHive today. And now this is the Beast. I guess it is India Clash. Must be their home clan. Kunj, Toxic 9.0 Crafty. I think we're going to call that person Crafty. We're going to give that one the Crafty nickname. Lawrence, Times on Fire, and Prince. So that is our lineup from each side. It should be good fun. Now again, both of these clans are out to get revenge after their week one losses in this tournament. It'd be good to see. Well, it'll be fun to see who wins. I'm particularly interested in this tournament because of the 30-minute time frame. You know, as I've been watching more and more of these wars and kind of seeing how they play out, particularly when you're not forced into timing based on some sort of esports things, you know, there's a lot of, you can squeeze a lot of action into a short amount of time. And I'm just wondering, how will the 30-minute format, how does that compare to, you know, there's like those super fast 15v15s where basically people just throw at the base whatever they have trained up, or, you know, you don't have a lot of time to plan in a 15-minute war. And then a 1-hour war, though, often seems like it is plenty of time, you know? If you've only got one hit to do and we don't have that whole thing where we have to train up our troops anymore, I mean, 1 hour is plenty of time. So it'll be interesting to see how this 30-minute format with the first one, if I read those rules right, okay, I must not have read them right because we passed the 26-minute mark. So I must not, maybe it was a 24-minute. I'll have to pull those rules back up again. They're written in this really teeny tiny type. Crafty guy is good. You've seen him a couple of times in the leaderboard. Yeah, so the Toxic 9.0 Crafty. We'll get to see what Toxic 9.0 Crafty does. All right, I am pulling up these again. Oh, it's 24 minutes. It's not 26. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 24 minutes. So they both still have like a minute. More or less, depending on how well coordinated the time clocks are. They might not be well coordinated at all. We'll see. You'll see how toxic he can be. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, I'm sure you're hoping for max. If you're Toxic Crafty, you are hoping for maximum toxicity today, right? I wonder who also goes first. Which of the players is the one who is always ready to go and can make that plan fast and is just, you know, because there are some players who really prefer to go last and kind of like they would sometimes they like to like carry it at the end, or they like the drama. All right, so we have on the right here we have Starvey from OneHive going to take some lava loon attempt here at Prince with a Zap Quake. Took down that town hall, and I guess there's probably an expo in there too. Now we're funneling with a baby dragon and a king, and we have the other hit in, so I'm going to pull that one up too. So on the right you're looking at Starvey from OneHive doing a lava loon, and on the left you're looking at Crafty from the Beast with what looks like a hybrid. So let's see how Starvey manages to, I'll zoom this in a little bit here. Got a queen charging in here on the town hall. And let's see how that starts to work out. Queen will take that town hall down, no problem. And on the other one, we've got a queen charge also. She's going to have to deal with the clan castle. So Crafty is working on the clan castle there. Starvey got the town hall down, cleared out the whole compartment, used his queen ability, and is now sending in loons. Ooh, throws in a stone slammer up at 12 o'clock to go after that inferno. Finds a couple Teslas. We have loons and hounds coming in from that whole kind of 12 to 3 side. A few more Teslas up there at 11 o'clock. Hounds now flying right through the middle, getting stuck on a tornado. And they both pop over the top of that multi-inferno, which is just frying the little pups pretty fast. More loons coming in at 10 o'clock. Haste spell down. We still have our warden ability has not been used. We still have another haste. Pops down a freeze. I am thinking that Starvey is looking pretty strong here for the finish. We do have that wizard tower left, but there's plenty of time. Wiz Tower is going to go down, and all we have left for Starvey to do is clean up. So I'm going to pop back over here to Crafty, and we'll see that Crafty, I missed a lot of the funneling action, but Crafty still has some miners up here. It looks like there aren't any hogs left. And Crafty, it looks to me like Crafty is petering out here a little bit. we'll have to give Starvey a great job on that triple. Crafty is going to land a solid double with the hybrid army. Hey, Smokey, how are you? Starvy's attack was awesome. It was. Hey, Tuoth. It was. I mean, you know, Lava Loon, I always find a Lava Loon to be very technically difficult to execute. Personally, I find it difficult. And sometimes when somebody who's really good at it does it, it just looks almost effortless. And that's what I saw in this Darby hit. It was like, oh yeah, everything's going down. Oh yeah. And you can make up some drama about that last Wiz Tower, but you knew that was going down. He had loons coming at it from too many sides. So when somebody's really good at it, sometimes they just look so, you know, beautiful. So I would say that was an awesome attack, yes. And then we had the attack from Crafty, which I was mostly calling Starvy's attack. So I missed a lot of the funneling and the setup on Crafty's attack, but it was a hybrid of some sort, and it seemed to do okay. Hey, it's Sizo. How are ya? Good to see you here. So for those of you who are joining a little bit late, this is the Torneo Panamericano. This is a 30-minute format, so 15 minutes of prep, 30-minute format. And the hits have to happen by a certain time, but they're not necessarily taking turns. So I did bring both my iPads because there's going to be some overlap. And hola, Javier Felco. Hola, how are you? So I think this is a really interesting format. I was just talking earlier about, you know, there's the 15-15, which, like, if you watch the, it's one of those ESL. Is it the Spain? Is it that ESL Spain that's a 15v15? I think it might be. So you kind of see those are really fast. And then, you know, our normal being an hour. So it's nice to try out this 30-minute kind of in-between number and see how it goes. But with the first hits having to happen by the 24-minute mark, you know, it's only 6 minutes since you saw the war map that you got to be in there hitting. So it's got this pace to it that I think is interesting, because a lot of times when we watch the wars and when I'm casting a war, the war actually has that entire hour, and for the most part the clans get somewhere between 20 minutes and a half hour to kind of sit around together and chat and prep and decide who's going to do what, and you know, all the action happens in that last half hour. But they had all this time with the war map. Now in this format, they do not have all that time with the war map. They've got 6 minutes. Okay, so we have Times on Fire from the Beast, who is going to, this is hogs. This is hogs. This is a lot of hogs. So Times on Fire is going after Tricky with a hell of a lot of hogs. Hell of a lot of hogs. And has zapped out Zapquake the Clan Castle. And we know, and on the other side we've got Peter from OneHive with a hybrid. So I'm gonna watch the Beast, the attacker, Times on Fire first, and I'll be kind of calling that one, but you're welcome to watch the other one as well. So Times on Fire, clearing out a lot of stuff up there at 12, not shy about the taking plenty of time here after zapping out that clan castle. Moving in on the Expo, I think there was some wall breaker reaction move there, so probably the Queen's going to go in and take down the Town Hall. That's going to be nice. A nice move. I'm worried about that enemy Queen. You know, I'm always worried about the enemy Queen when there's some hogging action, and there's a Queen and a King down there, and when I do my hogs, it always seems like they have trouble with those. But perhaps Times on Fire has a good plan for those, and also does have plenty of hogs. So all those hogs are moving in. 3 o'clock. The Eagle is still up. A Warden is in behind. He still does have his Warden ability. Throws down the Stone Slammer. It's going to start clearing some things out at the 6 o'clock corner. The Queen and the King are attacking hogs. But I don't know. To me, this hogging is looking pretty strong. It looks to me like Hogs on Fire, or Times on Fire should be renamed Hogs on Fire, because that looks pretty decisive. I mean, that's like one hell of a good hit by Times on Fire from the Beast. That's like a huge bunch of hogs left over. Like, he's got enough hogs there to take down a Town Hall 10. So, nice job there by Times on Fire. Now I'm coming back over here to Peter. Peter had a more conventional hybrid trained up, and we are watching the miners moving in. Does still have his queen ability, still has the royal champ ability, has a couple of spells left. We're moving around here. Does not have any cleanup with only 42 seconds left and some buildings left around the perimeter. Oh my gosh, I'm just not sure. Is there enough time? There's still, it seems like there's a lot of miners left though. Maybe there is enough time. You know, I'm like the doubter sometimes. I look at these and go, oh, I don't think they're gonna work. But 27, I mean, it's not a lot of seconds, but he's still got a lot of miners. Plus the Royal Champion's ability, and the Queen is up. Now she's stuck on a wall. I don't know that that Queen's gonna get much more value for Peter here. She's decided to have herself a good old time in the middle. 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice try by Peter. It's gonna be a time fail. That was a really solid effort by Peter. Good try. Nice percent. Unfortunately, didn't quite make it. Hi Bramble, how are you? How is Burzy doing in the Burzy is not in this competition. So the last one that I cast that had Burzy in it, he got a high double. He did fine. It was not a triple he was hoping for. I think it was in the 90s for a double, though. It was a pretty good hit last time. So we are 2 hits on each side into this, and right now OneHive is beating the Beast by 3 points with a 39.2% versus 36.2. OneHive has a slight advantage over the Beast right now, but oh my goodness. But I do have to say that last hit by Times on Fire with 41 hogs was really quite decisively beautiful. It was a good hit. Now Starvy's first hit with the lava balloon was also a very, very nice hit. So I don't know. You don't want to play favorites, but you know, my own hits are always ground. So when I see a hog hit, I go, oh yeah. And when I see lava balloon, I go, oh, sheesh, there's no way I can do that one. So, all right. So there's just a lot of fast action in these wars. We still have 3 hits left on each side, and there's only 13 minutes remaining. So it won't be long before we get our next couple of hits. Now, they seem to be coordinated in time. It would be nice if they didn't do that. But since they are, it's a good thing I brought both iPads to the party. And let's see, who has hit already from OneHive. We've already had hits from Starby and Peter, so we're waiting on Rays and Tricky and Madov. And from the Beast, we've had hits from Crafty and Times on Fire, so we should still have hits in to watch for from Kunj, Lawrence, and Prince. And 1 each, and there we go. We got our first one in. Let's see. I think I've been watching. On the left, we have the Beast. Going to hit Rays. And that is it looks like a conventionally trained hybrid. We've got the Queen charge coming in from 12 o'clock. She's doing her thing. Was that did I miss a wall break there? Yep, there was a wall break there. So it's clear that Lawrence is hoping the Queen will pop into this compartment. Sends in another wall breaker. I don't think that wall breaker did what he needed. Wall is broken. I guess maybe it did. Okay, and at the same time we have Madhov coming in on Times on Fire. So I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna keep watching Lawrence first. except Lawrence's queen has just popped a hound, and that's boring, so we'll let that one go for a second. And we'll say OneHive from OneHive is also going to deploy a hybrid attack here. And is starting out with some Yetis. Pulling out the clan castle. Pops down a queen. Queen walk there. Alright, let's go back up here to see Lawrence, because Lawrence has finished off the majority of the queen charge, and the remaining hybrid army has been deployed between about 9 and 10:30. We have hogs moving in around the edge. He's got a P.E.K.K.A. Probably came out of that siege barracks. So, taking out the Infernos, moving in towards the Eagle, towards the Expos. It starts to get real hot in the middle with that scatter shot, throws down the freeze. The siege barracks hogs are now out. And let's see, what's he got left? He has left the Royal Champion ability. And the queen is still up. Her healers are being assaulted by that Inferno. And the Royal Champion ability helps to clear out some of the things in the middle, but I think that single Inferno is going to stay up. Single Inferno locks onto the queen, under Lawrence's queen. Lawrence sends in a couple of loons there to help tank, to bring the hogs around to the single Inferno. Oh goodness. So the hogs all died, but the Inferno is down. 28 seconds. That loon is down. Oh, okay. Lawrence has landed another triple for the beast. Nice job by Lawrence there. That was beautiful. Coming back down here to OneHive. OneHive's hybrid army is now moving through. He's got his Royal Champion in the middle. Just took down an Inferno. We have some miners there with that Royal Champion. The multi-Inferno at 12 is frying a lot of troops. And OneHive is running low on offensive power here. OneHive's hybrid army has petered out, and this will be a lowish percent double for OneHive. Now, OneHive they were ahead on percent, if I recall correctly. So we'll see after this if this evens out. Now, of course, the beast has put up another triple. So, so the beast may now have a decisive lead. Good try by OneHive. He's got a couple of troops down there to clean up, to milk as much percent as he can. Yeah, but that's all it's going to be. A 66% double by OneHive. And after the 3 hits on each side, OneHive is now down by both a star and a little less than 4 percentage points. So that last hit by the beast put them into the lead, heading into the tail. All right, and we now have Tricky on the right, going to hit Lawrence. Tricky's hitting Lawrence with a Yeti, Zap Yetis. Let's see if, okay, it always freaks me out when they don't zap first. All right, good, he did indeed use the zap. I was worried he was gonna forget to zap. He got his zap down. This is just a warden walk down here. At 6. There's nothing as exciting for a streamer as watching a nice long warden walk, let me tell you. All right, on the left, up at 9 o'clock, we have a king going in. We have our Yetis. I'm wondering why the beast is not hitting yet. So the Yetis are going in towards the town hall. Jump spell down. Clan castle is out. Eagle fire. The warden ability was just used right there. The siege barracks has let out a few more Yetis that'll circle around the perimeter. Oh, we've got the beast also now hitting. Jump spell in the middle for these Yetis to move through. These square bases, the pathing is always really tough. We'll see if Tricky had a good enough plan for the pathing on this square base with these Yetis or not. I'm a little worried about this scattershot compartment at the top. That thing is going to be the biggest problem remaining for Tricky. He might get it done though. He's still got his queen and a bunch of healers and some Yetis up there. Now that eagle's still firing. I kind of thought that thing was going to go down by now. And now it'll go down. Okay. Does Tricky have enough time left with 57 seconds to get the rest of this down? I think maybe he does. I think maybe there's enough time here for Tricky to finish this off. So we're going to let that one run, and I'm going to watch what Kunj is doing on Starvey, where Kunj also has Yetis. We're seeing a bunch of Yetis now at this point in the war. Yetis all moving into the town hall. That siege barracks at 3 is still putting out little wizards every now and then. That jump spell down in the middle opens up a lot of the base. Is not going to get them into the compartment with the Inferno Towers. Those hogs are coming in. And we did, so Tricky did just finish off with that triple that answered for OneHive. So that was a nice move to get some of the momentum back for OneHive. Kunj. Let's see, we have some hogs on that eagle. We have the Royal Champion in on the scattershot. But, I don't know. Streamer intuition says that this is not enough to triple this. So, if this is not enough to triple it, I mean, there's plenty of time. It's just, well, okay, yeah, all you got left is your warden and a few cleanup troops. That's not going to be enough to finish the base off. So it'll be interesting to check up on how the percents are after this particular hit is over, because they should be dang close. They're going to be dang close. They're going to be tied on stars, and it's just going to come down to the percent. We'll just watch that warden run out the percent, and Kunj just thinking, oh, you know what? I gotta get as much percent as I can here. We're gonna let that guy run. He's about dead though. All right, is that it? No, we have one little tiny archer over here. Can she get that thing down in 17 seconds? I don't know. I guess there's one up here too. It's possible he grabs another percent. It's possible. Nope, not gonna get it. Alright, so after 4 hits on each side, we have a war tied at 10-10. 72.4 for OneHive, 71.4 for the Beast. Very, very close. Very exciting war to have it be that close going into the final hit of the war on each side. I don't know. I don't even know what we should be expecting for the final hits on each side. We haven't had, I mean, we had some nice triples already. It's clear that anything could happen. So the final hitter for OneHive is Raze. And the final hitter for the Beast is Prince. So we'll see if the clutch hitters at the end can land the triples that they need to ensure a win for their teams or not. Now, I didn't look at the rules to find out exactly when the last hit happens. I suppose they have to start it by the 0. So potentially there's plenty of time. Potentially there's 2 minutes and 24 seconds before they actually have to hit the go. We'll have to see. See how long they wait. You know, I'm certain neither of them will wait until the other one is done. So they'll both end up hitting at the same time. Now, I think, so I'll be interested to hear from players on what you think about playing in a 30-minute format where the first hit has to come in within the first 6 minutes. I mean, because that's pretty crazy when you think about it. you get to see the map, and 6 minutes later you gotta be going in. It's a pretty crazy format. Pretty exciting format. Hard to stream though with the two happening at the same time. Like, you know, the turn taking kind of helps, although it's always subject to ridiculous violations. Code AHZ, hi, how are you? We are just on our last hits of this Pan-American tournament, OneHive versus the Beast, week 2 of the group phase war. Both of these teams lost in the first week, so they're each desperately trying to redeem themselves in the tournament. Earlier today in the same group, I watched Vatang beat Silent Snipers. So Vatang is the only one in this group who at this point is undefeated. All right, Prince from the Beast decides to go in first with another hybrid hit. Prince has a queen charge starting down here at 6 o'clock. So we see that OneHive is going to cut it close on the time. They're like, time schmime, I don't care about that, I'm OneHive. Out comes the clan castle. Prince pops down a rage spell on the queen. Throws in a baby dragon to help funnel her and keep her in the middle. Poison spell down for the rest of the clan castle. And we now have Raze going in. Raze also with the hybrid. Hybrid is kind of a big thing today, I guess. So Prince has got his queen charge just moving there. Does send in a super wall breaker. And I think we'll try to get his queen to charge during the town hall. So we'll let that go for a minute, and we are going to watch this hit by Raze and see how Raze gets this set up. Also has a queen charge. It looks like queen charge, that single inferno had locked on. He used the freeze spell as he had to. Had to phase his queen right there to keep her up. Inferno Dragon in the clan castle comes out, and the poison spell is a little bit off. So I guess the troops will move into the poison. That'll help. So the queen's dealing with the clan castle here. On the other side up with Prince, we have the hogs and miners moving into the base. I'm looking for the hogs. I'm not seeing them, so the hogs must have died off. He does still look like he's got a lot of miners moving, but that eagle is still up and firing. Scatter shot finally down. Prince only has one freeze spell remaining to help him out with the rest of this hit. I do not think that Prince's hit is going to triple. So let's pop back down here to see what Raze has got going on. Hogs and miners moving in the middle, taking down Teslas and getting caught on a tornado trap there right by that multi-inferno. He does have, so Prince finishes it off with a 68% double. So OneHive was a little bit ahead on percent moving into this. And as Raze finishes off his hit, still, he's got to make sure he's got enough percent. I suspect he's got enough percent here. It does not look like a triple, but it looks to me like it's going to be enough percent for OneHive to win this on percent, because they were ahead going into this last hit. And it looks like they're going to end up about the same. It's going to be a barely of a win based on percent by OneHive, I think. If I remember right, that's what's going to happen. Thanks for the follow there, SenBD. How are you? Raze had an air warden. Did I miss that? That's kind of a bummer to have an air warden when you don't want it, huh? Which clan am I in? I am not a member of either clan. Right now I'm just casting this war. So 9 seconds left for Raze, and we will see how this war ends up. And code AHC, come back to my stream tomorrow and I'll take a peek at your base. We have a victory for OneHive here. 86% to 85% is how that comes out. I mean, it does not really get much closer than that. So congratulations to OneHive on the win. And I also want to say really nice game by the Beast, by the India Clash. That really some very strong hits. They were right in there with it, and it was just not a lucky day for the Beast to lose by 1 percentage point to OneHive. So congratulations again to OneHive. Let's just do it. Let's do a quick rundown of what happened here. We had triples from Tricky and Starvey. We had a 96% double from Peter on OneHive. And then we had 2 mid-60s doubles by Madhav and Rays. So Tricky, Starvey, and Peter really pulled that percentage up. On the other side, we had triples from Lawrence and Times on Fire. A fairly higher double from Crafty, but not quite as high as the one on the other side, and then a couple of medium doubles from Kunj and Prince. So, this all comes down to being a team effort, and just today, OneHive had it in the tank to pull out that win just by a hair on percentage. Congratulations again to the OneHive folks. Nice war. When will I stream? Same time? No, it'll be earlier tomorrow. So about 6 hours earlier than now. I'm on the East Coast of the U.S. and I'm kind of a morning streamer usually. So tomorrow it'll be earlier. And then I'll be back again on Friday. If you missed me tomorrow, come back on Friday. I'll be around longer on Friday. So anyway, thank you everybody for joining me, and thanks to both OneHive and the Beast for an exciting war format, and thanks to the Pan-American tournament for hosting this today. I appreciate you all, and I hope to catch you next time. This is Christine the Me, and I'm signing off. Thanks, guys. See you later.